Humanity had always been a wild card in the vast, orderly expanse of the galaxy. Born on a small, blue planet on the outskirts of known space, humans were resilient, creative, and stubborn. But despite their remarkable ability to adapt and overcome, they had never quite fit in with the galaxy's elder species, those civilizations that had long ago mastered the art of peace and coexistence. For centuries, humanity's impulsive nature and chaotic conflicts had been a source of tension, but none more so than the recent war that had engulfed the galaxy. The conflict was sparked by a seemingly trivial disagreement over resources, but humanity's involvement escalated it into a full-blown galactic war. Alien species that had long kept the peace were caught in the crossfire, and by the time the fighting had stopped, the damage was extensive. Countless worlds had been ravaged, and the once unshakable unity of the Galactic Council was now fractured. Now, the galaxy's most powerful species had gathered, in a grand council chamber, to pass judgment on humanity. Exile was on the table. Humanity was to be cast out of galactic society, its influence erased. It was a decision that seemed inevitable. The council chamber was an awe-inspiring place, filled with alien beings of every shape and size. Some were towering giants, others were floating, ethereal creatures of pure energy. Their gazes were fixed on the lone human who stood before them, a diplomat sent to represent the last hope of humankind. Captain Eve Novak, a woman who had spent her life as a negotiator in the galactic community, was now the voice of humanity in its darkest hour. She had been chosen not because of her ability to defend humanity's actions, but because of her capacity to think beyond the obvious. She was tasked with delivering humanity's final plea. The council chamber fell silent as Captain Novak stepped forward. She did not speak of the war, the destruction, or humanity's mistakes. Instead, she began with a simple, yet powerful question. What do you believe is the purpose of existence? Her voice, calm and steady, echoed in the vast hall. The alien council members exchanged curious glances, not understanding the direction the human would take. For millennia, your species have sought peace, unity, and control over the galaxy. But in doing so, you've forgotten something essential, what it means to live, to change, to evolve. Her words were met with an uncomfortable silence. The elder species of the galaxy, whose civilizations had transcended conflict, understood little of what it was to struggle, to fight, or to feel the deep human need for growth through adversity. You judge us for our failures, but you forget that your civilizations have not had to fight for survival as we have. You do not understand what it is to fall and rise again. You have no idea what it means to be alive. Novak continued, her eyes steady as she looked directly at each council member. You have crafted systems of order, but you have neglected the most important thing, change. Your galaxy is a cemetery of stagnation, and your council is its gravekeeper. There were murmurs in the chamber. Some of the alien species looked unsettled, their serene exteriors beginning to crack. Novak's words stung deeper than they had expected. You have lived so long in your perfection that you have lost the ability to question. Your peace has come at the cost of creativity, passion, and the very essence of life itself. You expect us to follow your rules, to conform to your order, but you fail to see that it is our chaos, our conflict, and our imperfections that drive us forward. A silence hung in the air as Novak's words resonated. The council members, who had long believed that their ways were the pinnacle of existence, began to see humanity in a new light, not as a species to be exiled, but as a species full of untapped potential. We are flawed, yes, Novak continued, her voice unwavering. But we are also evolving, learning, adapting. We have the capacity to see beyond our failures, to grow from them. You cannot say the same. You may have perfected peace, but you have forgotten how to grow. The council was divided. Some argued that humanity was too unpredictable, too chaotic, to be trusted with leadership. But others, the more progressive members of the council, began to see the truth in Novak's words. Humanity, with all its flaws, was capable of something far more profound than simply maintaining peace. Humanity was capable of reform. If we exile humanity, said one of the younger council members, a species that had only recently achieved sentience, we destroy the very spark that makes them unique. They are the embodiment of change itself. If we want to move forward, perhaps it is not peace we need, but the wisdom to understand and harness their unpredictability. And with that, the vote shifted. Humanity would not be exiled. Instead, Captain Novak was invited to lead a new philosophical reformation within the galaxy. The Council, once unified in its condemnation of humanity, now saw the value in embracing change, in allowing their societies to evolve rather than stagnate. As Captain Novak left the council chamber, the future of humanity was uncertain. But for the first time in galactic history, humans were invited to lead, not with weapons but with their ideas. The galaxy had seen the light in humanity's struggle, and it was up to the humans to guide the galaxy toward a future of growth, change, and philosophical evolution.